Hey there, everyone. This is Cass with SCNS Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to check out the video version of this, you can check it out on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all at SCNS Live. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
I'm so sorry I didn't turn on the audio, but I did now.
So that's great.
The thing started tracking immediately and went to chorus, so I'm trying to do.
Oh God, no!
I'm so sorry. It's gonna be on chorus for a second, and then it's gonna.
It should be the thing is already up there. The motion control or whatever.
Yeah, but it is. Hold on.
Joy.
I'm so sorry. Hold on.
I'm gonna see
You're
if that
seeing...
finger's broken.
Oh no! Don't even come back.
What did you just drop?
Nothing.
You dropped my bird, didn't you?
I dropped nothing.
You dropped the bird.
I dropped nothing.
That was gonna be like my shout out for the show. Oh, there we go.
Hi.
How we doing over there, Cass?
We're doing incredibly poorly.
We're doing
Got a little bit of Jason in the shot.
As you can see, I'm very strong.
I keep
What?
turning off the tracking, and it keeps turning back on. I don't know why.
Please stop looking at me, camera.
I got it.
You got it?
Okay, it's better now.
I like to.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it. Actually, I'm gonna try to monitor the stream now. She can't be trusted. She's been out of practice.
This is gonna be a bad idea. I told you.
She has totally been out of practice.
You know what? If it's not an SCNS live stream, unless chaos happens.
Yeah, I think I
so.
screwed up like show 0. I'm pretty sure. So anyway,
I mean, it's whatever.
Or did I?
Perfect.
There we go. I can see stuff now. So, including our chat. Oh look, I'm way over here on the corner. Why am I all the way over there?
I am trying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mentioned. I forgot to mention the last person from our cast behind the board, working the cameras, the sound, and all the other things. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Cass back there.
Hi.
I'm about to manually turn that camera.
I'm trying.
You are.
All right.
You're
She's
doing
doing her best.
You are doing a beautiful job.
Anyway, been a pretty good week for shows and stuff. Bad. There's just too much TV now. Off your recommendation, I watched the Junji Ito show. Hit or miss, but I did like it.
And,
I liked some of them. So.
Yeah, which that's just going to happen with horror in general. Like we were talking about this before the show. With any kind of anthology, not all of the stories are going to be hits, but there is still good within the ones you think.
I know you're just happy that it actually got.
I'm happy that that I could watch any part of it and not hate it.
But the main dish that was served this week was episode 2 of The Last of Us, guys. For the Last of Us fans here in the room, I like Cass's explanation of what she didn't do. Go ahead.
I said, well, I didn't cry this week. The first episode, I cried.
You didn't cry at this episode of this TV show this week, right? Let's clarify.
First of all, extremely rude. No, I did not cry at the episode of The Last of Us. I did almost pee my pants, but that's a different fluid. It doesn't count.
No, that's what? I realize that I still have problems with the sound of the clicker.
Visceral reaction.
Yeah.
Yes, there was an audible reaction and also stop moving and shut up. Just like, oh man, perfectly represented, and also them going more into the backstory of this whole thing with the part of the beginning, more on how the world died. You know, oh my goodness, the scientist. She was so good.
She was so good. She was so interesting. I will say, I do think I've witnessed now the worst kiss on television.
Oh.
I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, not so much. I was with them on the lighter thing, though. I was with their timing and that tension of like trying to light that lighter. It was so dope.
So yeah.
Love Anna Torv in anything that I've ever seen.
Well, you mean loved.
So
We all played the game. Oh.
I didn't play the game. I'm not watching the
Okay,
show.
this game is tragedy. This show is tragedy. That's all you got to know. Anyway,
But
some great stuff on TV this week.
I was going to point out, if you do enjoy The Last of Us, you should go to Google and Google search The Last of Us and click on the little mushroom at the bottom and just keep clicking that mushroom.
I could not. I wore out a mouse.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Because also I was expecting a jump scare.
Yeah, I kind of was too, which is why I'm glad I did it.
I'm like, it's going to turn into a clicker. It's going to turn into a clicker because I'm clicking the mouse. And it never happened. And I was a little disappointed.
Well, it's because you're the clicker.
Isn't that cool?
So, I'm going to try to move on with that knowledge and visual picture in my head.
First 3 episodes of Vox Machina was dope.
Oh, yeah.
The ending of it was hard. Even if you knew it was going to go down that way.
Yeah, these stories that we know what's going to happen, but it's all in the presentation.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been nailing it. But yeah, and I've got some Vox Machina news on that. Well, some Critical Role news. But anyway, let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news.
Hi.
Are we going to you first?
Did you want me to go first? I could have.
Hi.
The camera's going to go to Cora anyway, so.
We're going to go to Cora.
Cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna take all the millennials back a little bit because you youngins, you're too young to know the greatness that was the Nintendo 64's GoldenEye 007. I'm saying all of that slightly bitter, not because I lost 2-player mode with my sister all the time. Totally not. But it is finally coming to Nintendo Switch Online, the Nintendo 64 like expansion pack thingy. We're gonna finally get to play it. You can still do in-person split screen multiplayer mode, but also it's going to be coming with something new, and that is online multiplayer mode. So, Jason, you and I can go toe-to-toe in GoldenEye 007 from different houses. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to.
Oh, why are you gonna gin me up for it like that?
Because I know you'll beat me.
That's like
I don't need you in Discord
murder
laughing.
until she quits.
I don't need you in Discord laughing at my pain as I die for a 3rd time in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
You ever seen like One Punch Man when King's playing Saitama?
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You Saitama.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I might get punched for making fun of her.
But it's gonna finally come over. We've been waiting for it. It will also be available on Xbox, on their Game Pass as well.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't have a Nintendo Switch but you have an Xbox, you can play it that way too. I believe it'll still have the multiplayer mode, like in person and online. So something we didn't think we were actually going to get, we finally got.
Did they fix the Odd Job thing where Odd Job is the worst character?
Probably not. They probably
Cheaters.
I'm going to assume they just ported it over and just like fixed it up for multiplayer.
Well, if you pick Odd Job, you're scum.
Yeah.
You heard me.
I don't even remember who I used to pick, but I do know that my sister and I played on the same map every time, and I knew how to hide and how to find her because I watched her screen.
Did I? Wow.
Wow.
But you still lost all the time.
She cheated in other ways, so like I feel justified.
Did they fix the part where I get wrecked every single time?
Oh no, that's still there.
That's not a bug. That's a
Okay,
feature.
but more games with like split screen or any kind of legit 2-player options. There's not enough of those.
Yeah.
Like Cass and I would try and play video games together every once in a while, and it's very hard to do that.
Yeah.
So it was Rocket League or nothing.
Yeah. I remember a couple of times trying to play like Overwatch, and one of our brothers would bring his PlayStation, and you have 2 televisions like back to back, and you end up just shouting at each other with an echo, and it's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
That's how we had to play Halo because it had to be that way.
Yeah.
The Halo days.
Yeah. But thankfully for this, you'll still have the split screen mode, which will just bring back a whole new level of nostalgia for people. And I wonder how many people are going to take their like bed sheet and make make a little curtain so you couldn't see. Because that's how I was able to cheat. Still lost, but how I was able to cheat is because I was always player 2, so I was always the bottom screen, so me looking up didn't look weird. But my sister would never look down at my screen because she was cocky like that. And I would be in like the air duct. And I would get like the first 2 hits on her, and then she'd throw a grenade at me and I'd die.
That does tend to happen.
Yeah.
What are sisters for?
Ready for some golden gun action.
It's okay, I always beat her in Mario Kart, so like.
One shot dead.
I've played
Golden
you
gun.
in Mario Kart, and you kicked my ass. It was not fun.
Yeah, but I kicked everybody's ass.
No, she kicked my ass.
Oh, well.
I'm really good at Mario Kart 64.
I kept beating everybody in Mario Kart when we had that party or whatever.
That was
Story time.
hilarious.
So anyway, yeah, GoldenEye, awesome. I'm
Yeah.
down because
So
we have that on our Switches.
Nintendo Switch
Oh no!
or Nintendo, can I make a request?
Here we go.
To add to this expansion pass. I just want 2 games that nobody else wants, but I want them. Actually, no, other person may want one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mischief Makers
Of course.
and Space Station Silicon Valley.
You and Austin
Please.
Creed about Mischief Makers.
It's so fun. Okay, I will bring my Nintendo 64
That's okay.
and my Mischief Makers. I will bring them here, and you can play it, and you can.
You
understand.
and him will be the only 2 people outside Nintendo protesting for this game,
I get to protest.
or at least
with
leading the charge. I'll give her that.
You're saying I get to protest with Austin Creed? Let's go. Let's go.
I think you would forget his celebrity very quick and just it's for the cause. Anyway.
The game I've been screaming for apparently is now on Nintendo Switch, so I have to get a Switch at some point.
Which one?
Kid Icarus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kid Icarus.
Like original version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's been on there for a minute.
I know. I just found out recently via complimenting somebody's cosplay on Reddit, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can play it on the Switch." And I was like,
I keep going back to those games wondering, was I always this bad at them?
I know that I was not good at it, but I loved it.
Do I just need that little rectangular controller again? Is that it?
I mean, they do like I have considered buying that thing. They do have one for the Switch.
Just
The
I would have to
60
get the Max, the NES Max one that was kind of like almost precedes the design of most controllers today with the kind of U shape on it. I think that's what it was like. I have to look again.
I don't know, but if you want the classic nostalgia of playing it with the N64 controller, they do have one for the Switch. It's pricey. I've almost bought it like 3 times now.
what?
The,
Like
the
64
controller.
controller. It was a bad control. Yeah.
It was a bad controller, but I need you to understand I can't play Zelda correctly without it.
I did not like that middle stick and that they were so close because that was where the thumbstick was in the middle.
Yeah.
I did not like that.
I didn't like that either, but also, and I guess this is something that you could technically redesign. I never played on an N64 controller that was functional. Like that stick always broke almost immediately, so you had to hold it so
Oh, you
hard
got cheap
so
ones.
you
All
could-
mine were
yeah.
fine on that.
Have you seen
Oh
it?
no, mine after a while wore out because
I guess
we played Zelda so much that we broke our controllers.
I could believe it.
The Super Nintendo had the best controllers.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, my keyboard over there, the WSD keys work the least out of everything else on the keyboard. I think my A key is actually worn down. You can't even see the A on there anymore
That's correct.
because I strafe left all the time.
All right, but
Anyway,
All you need is W.
anyone else have some fun gaming news?
gaming.
Gaming.
I can transition from gaming movie because this week the second trailer for Dungeons and Dragons released. And the first one, I thought, okay, I like this. Chris Pine is a wonderful human being. I love me some Michelle Rodriguez. And Hugh Grant is in this. I can get down with this. But this trailer made me really want to watch this movie because this trailer made this seem like a D&D game.
Yeah.
Because there's usually one person that's really good at what there's 1 to 2 competent people at a table. And there's 2 others that may not be as much.
And then there's that one.
And then there's that one.
You just see Chris Pine just failing all his dexterity rolls to escape like in the first 30 seconds or so.
I relate.
The-
Okay.
What?
Can I just tangent real quick?
Okay.
You say 2 people that are competent.
Yeah.
Several people that aren't.
Uh-huh.
Who in our game are you counting?
First off, I wasn't, putting it out there for anybody. But if the shoe fits and you enjoy walking around in it, feel free to wear that some bitch out the store. But anyway.
No. And I mean this with all the love in the world. She's the one.
The one what? Like
You were saying, and then there's always that one.
Oh.
I don't know. I think
She
there's
asked
always
me-
that one in social encounters for sure.
She
So
asked
before
me
everyone-
to stab her.
so before everyone starts like really just reading too much into this, a hit dog will holler, I guess is what my granny said. I'm excited for this cast.
Yeah, no.
Rosé Jean Page, the Paladin, is going to be my favorite character.
So
Yes.
hot.
But Sophia Lillis, who's playing the Tiefling Druid,
Mhm.
I'm hoping this is a breakout role for her.
It won't be.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
Because she was in it.
Yeah, she's already had her breakout
She
role.
broke out. She's out.
Yeah, I guess I didn't include it. I don't like to remember a lot of things about it. But anyway, I'm going to love her as a Tiefling. Also, Justice Smith is he's just being Justice Smith, honestly. And you know what? That's fine. Michelle Rodriguez, I have been typecast once again as badass of the group, and I'm sorry. That shoe fits, Michelle. Put it on and strut it out, as far as I'm
Watching
concerned.
Chris Pine fail is one of my favorite things.
I'm-
Out of character, or in character, out of character. I love him. He seems like a great guy. He's
Oh, yeah.
happy to support his fellow cast members, and I love that. But watching it like in Wonder Woman not be the strong one ever,
Yeah.
or in all those situations, he's comedically a genius.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
so fun to watch.
And everybody likes him. But also Hugh Grant's line of, I don't want to see you die, so I'm going to leave. That-
Yeah, that.
Perfect.
Mm.
But
And
also,
that's something a cheeky dungeon master would say in character as a bad
Like-
guy.
but also everything that we're seeing that's D&D related, when they're fighting the Displacer Beast, they jump inside of a gelatinous cube, the Mimic, when they're actually fighting off the big bad, like that one shot where they're all
Yeah.
throwing their power, that shot was cool to me.
That's
Oh,
dope.
yeah.
Like, this made me really want this movie now.
I enjoyed that I could see where roles failed
Yeah.
on the screen as in real time. Like, I'm hoping that the writers at certain points were like, what happens? And just rolled a dice. Just like, well, we're gonna go with
for
that.
the animate object,
Yeah.
with the statue. That was
Yeah, that was cool.
And we do have all the names, Edgin the Bard, Holga the Barbarian, Simon the Sorcerer, that's just
perfect.
bad. Zinc the Paladin, Forge Fitzwilliam the Rogue, and Doric the Druid. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves arrives in theaters March 31st, 2023. And of course, if you want to know more of my thoughts on this, please go over to supercoolnerdshow.com
After the show.
after the show, please.
Yes.
For some screenshots, the trailer, and just I just became more excited for it off of this trailer. The other trailer was okay.
Yeah.
But even them recycling a whole lot of love,
I mean, it works, so I'm okay with it.
that one suplex that Michelle Rodriguez does on the guard.
I would like for
That
her
is-
to suplex me
that
like
is-
that.
No, you don't want that one. You don't want that
And
one.
just basically, we have there are lots of types of women, but the step on me mommy.
Yeah.
like the soft spot for that.
I've made no secret I like me some strong women. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, March 31st. That's not too far away. So after
Couple
our
months.
favorite con, we'll have to make a night of it. We might actually get the night off on that night and go see this movie.
I'm okay with
We
that.
should. We talked about doing it with the group, like me and Christian coming to, because
Yeah. D&D nerds, go watch Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves. Among Thieves, not amongst. So yeah, that's mine. I'm excited as hell. Movie news, anybody to transition? Anyone?
I have TV news. I'm mostly TV news.
Yeah, I have a TV thing. I have
How
two
does this
TV
work out?
things.
Okay.
I have kind of one.
Let's go.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Sorry. Hold. Please hold. Thank you for your patience. So, my fellow nerds, we're all human, probably, and we all make mistakes. And I'd like to think that I forgive people for their mistakes and don't hold it against them. That is, of course, unless you bullied a 12-year-old girl on the national stage, like the Razzie Awards did.
Oh no.
Or what is the movie called? Firestarter. This poor child got nominated for a Razzie Award. She is 12, and they nominated her for a Razzie.
What the
for worst actress. What is wrong with you?
You don't do that to children.
To a literal child. They have since pulled the nomination and apologized, but like, wow, okay.
And here's my thing. I actually enjoyed that movie.
Did you?
What movie?
Firestarter. It was a Stephen King book. They actually made a movie about this previously in 1984. I think Drew Barrymore was the star of that one, actually, one of her first roles. But I was excited to see a remake of it because the book is different from the first movie in 1984. I liked the new Firestarter. Maybe the book is too old for people out there. I enjoyed it on screen, and I don't think that actress was deserving of a Razzie. She's a child. She's playing a child, okay?
But also, like, regardless of the job she did, as far as anyone's concerned, she's 12. You shouldn't be putting a minor in the Razzie Awards. Do you want
to mention, like, the Razzies have always been a pretty good-natured thing.
Yeah.
Like, to very established actors for the most part, who just things went wrong. We think Halle Berry should have to accept hers.
Yeah.
She knew damn well what she was
like
going to.
the people that's who it's for is for people like poking fun at it's punching up thing. It's supposed to be a punching up thing.
And
it's hard to do that when you're 12.
And honestly, I didn't know the movie had actually performed very badly in the theater. It did not make the money back. But it's weird because I didn't hate it. So I don't know what happened. I don't think it got a lot of press. I don't think it got a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
But yeah. But back to the Razzies, an organization I normally am all the way with.
Yeah. I almost support the Razzies for the most part more than the Oscars, which did not get any nominations. But Ryan, Kira Armstrong, you are
not
amazing.
Even sound.
You're beautiful. Don't listen to the haters.
Yeah.
Nope should have gotten something for sound.
It's okay to try something even if it doesn't go well, especially when you're a child, but all the time. Like, I loved Alan Menken for doing Galaband, a show that got canceled after 2 seasons because it was so different for him. He just tried something new, and you should be encouraging that.
And we've talked about the damage that this can do to some young actors. I mean, Jake from the first Star Wars film, or the Phantom Menace,
Yeah, I don't remember.
was treated very unfairly.
That was Haley Joel Osment, right?
No.
Just kidding.
No, he got bullied out of acting.
So I would like for this not to repeat some of those things that happened before, but like I said, I honestly didn't realize Firestarter was up for a Razzie. It's kind of like
it got several.
I see it didn't make the money. It only made like $9 million on a budget of 15. So
it has to be like
it's not gonna make a sequel.
Almost always outperforms its budget by a whole lot. So that's weird.
I will admit I did enjoy the original over this one though. It was just more suspenseful.
I think it's also just I didn't hear anything about it until it was out of theater. Yeah. And a lot of companies are like, well, we're not super proud of it, so we just won't advertise it and say that it just did bad.
And literally mine was like, I was looking through like my AMC, like, I want to see, Firestarter, I wanted to see that. And it was like one screen and only like 3 showings that day, but I still went and saw it. So yeah, don't do this to children. Back to the point.
Don't bully children.
Yeah.
I mean, bully your own children. I bully mine all the time. What?
I mean, he do.
Don't give that advice, Jason.
It's to make them tougher. No, they bully me. I'm just kidding.
It's true.
Yeah, sad situation. I'm glad they corrected course, but I think the damage is done. Oh.
Yep.
Wow. Bring it down. Well, you're up, Kat. You haven't done anything.
So, an actor died, and they replaced his role. It just seemed like the best segue.
Sure.
No. So, I had to. You gave me such a down note to try and like,
Might as well just slow. Let's just slowly pull this duct tape band-aid off. Go right ahead.
So I have never ever seen the show, ironically called Call Me Kat. It's ironic that I haven't checked it out. But anyway, I might have to because I have a cat. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Anyway, I might have to check it out after they announced that one of my favorite people from 30 Rock, Jack McBrayer, is coming on to join the cast of Call Me Kat. The only thing I know is that he's playing a bumpkin who is an idiot in his debut on the show. Apparently, he says that this is the second black person he's met upon meeting one of the characters. Like, just dumb. And no social awareness, and that's where Jack McBrayer kind of shines. So I might have to watch it.
Yes. You have to tell us how it is.
Yeah, it might be real bad. It's what's her face?
I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Mayim Bialik.
Oh, Mayim Bialik.
Yeah.
Blossom.
Yeah, apparently she's a crazy person in real life, but she can act pretty well.
She crazy in real life?
Mhm.
Oh, man. Oh. That's all right. Jenna Von Oil was always my favorite in Blossom.
Sure.
That girl was hot. Anyway.
I have
Sorry.
never seen it, but yeah, Call Me Kat.
I'm old.
That's all I've got.
All right, we'll circle it back down to Cora.
All right, well, I have something that is a little bit more upbeat.
Thank God.
I'm gonna skip the story I have that's not.
It's also a downer.
It's also a downer, so that we can bring this up. So, I don't know how many of our viewers have seen Fist of the North Star,
Oh,
but I understand if some of our younger viewers haven't. It is 30 years out of print, or 30 years since it ended. It's still in print because it is that popular, and it is the reason we have things like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So if you haven't seen it or read it, I would encourage you. It's very fun. But NHK World is going to be running a documentary about Fist of the North Star. It's going to be titled Another Story, How Fist of the North Star Came to Be. Our official little synopsis is Fist of the North Star is the gold standard for action manga and remains popular over 30 years since it ended. This is the dramatic story of how three men came together to create a masterpiece. And I honestly don't know who the third person is in all of this. I could not find a third person. I might just be dumb, to be fair. But I have the writer as Baronson. Yep, Baronson. And the artist is Tetsuo Hara. I don't know who the third person is, but
It's gotta be a producer.
yeah,
right, of some sort.
something like that. But they weren't credited on the on the Wikipedia page. There was also a lot to try and sift through, so I'm not 100%. But that is what the documentary is for. If you are curious to watch it and you don't live in Japan, you can watch it on NHK World's website. They do have an English website. Just Google search, because I had a hard time navigating the website to find it. NHK World Fist of the North Star, and a link will pop up that goes straight to their website. You can click on it. It will be streaming several times. The first stream will be at 11:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow.
Oh.
And then on Saturday, you have 3 more chances to see it. It will be streaming at 6:10 a.m., 11:10 a.m., and 6:10 p.m. on that on the website.
I'm definitely interested in that. That was one of my favorite animes.
Yeah.
Like, I love when he went to fight. Like, his shirt, and he had a shirt and, like, an outer shirt. They didn't just, like, rip. They disintegrated when he, like, flexed and then
Amazing.
killed somebody with some crazy attack. that was one of my favorite animes. Also, like I found an imported figure, like in this like secondhand store, and it was like literally like $1.
You got that,
but it was like in perfect condition. I was like, this is a Fist of the North Star character. It wasn't that great. Could have been bootleg, but still
$1.
Not something you found in Toys R Us or whatever. So I was always a fan of that show. I think the animation kind of
it holds up if you like really old cell animation.
Okay.
I think like if you like a more classic style, it definitely holds up for you.
And it is cell animation, which
you can only do so much. But especially back then, the original anime ran for 2 seasons from 1984 to 1988 with 152 episodes. And the original manga ran from 1983 to 1988. So, yes, if you are interested in Fist of the North Star, if you've ever been curious about it, like if you've heard about it and just haven't seen it yet, tune in to this beautiful live stream documentary talking about one of the most influential manga in Japan.
I mean, pretty much everything's getting remade these days. It might be time for a comeback for Fist of the North Star.
I'm on the fence how I feel about that, but that's only because if the show was fine to begin with, why remake it? Like when they remade Full Metal Alchemist, that made sense, and the first anime was really fun. But they derailed so hard that it made no sense. So they did Brotherhood, and it made sense again.
I like that her derailment had to go all the way back and hit the wall to
exactly.
simulate the train.
Yeah. Because they caught up to the manga and they're like, well, now what? And so they just made up stuff. But, like, I would not be... Like, if they announced it, I would watch it. Make no mistake, I would be excited still.
Speaking of remakes, have you checked out Trigun?
No.
Oh.
I watched one clip and got motion sick. I can't watch it.
Motion sickness?
The motion was too much for me.
Okay.
There was too much fast-paced motion that made me dizzy.
Take your Dramamine and watch the show. Is it Dramamine?
Yeah, Dramamine is for motion sickness. Okay. It was not kind for me.
Okay.
So that kind of sucks because I don't even have normal problems with that. So
I did watch the dub where Johnny comes back, and so it's good to hear that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Fist of the North Star. Woo! He was totally Bruce Lee. Anyway.
Oh, absolutely. That's never been shied away from.
All right, I can deliver some other good news. Am I?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was recently announced. Recently coming back to Amazon was The Legend of Vox Machina Season 2, 3 episodes in. It's a great show. And it was recently announced they are getting a Season 3. Awesome. But on the heels of that came the announcement of The Mighty Nine, the second campaign of Critical Role. We'll be seeing an animated show on Amazon. And I instantly became fearful of, are we going to tell the complete story of Vox Machina before we move on to The Mighty Nine? Or can we have our cake and eat it too? Which I want 2 Critical Role animated shows on Amazon. Is it too much? Probably. I don't care. Give it to me now. So, if you're not familiar with Critical Role's second campaign, I believe they went over 150 episodes on that.
141.
141. Thank you very much.
Who knows? It could have been
Clearly,
well, any idea how many?
Clearly, you do. Yes. All of your favorite voice actors, Travis, Marisha. They all come back and they play, of course, new characters. They're D&D nerds. What do you want? This is a new campaign. But the Mighty Nine, as much as I've gotten into Critical Role, they seem like more of a raggedy bunch than Vox Machina was.
Yeah, Vox Machina, if you haven't, I guess I'm the resident Critical Role expert the case of this. Vox Machina, when they started actually streaming the campaign, they were already pretty established, relatively powerful, and a lot of the things that happened before that we didn't see because it was a home game that they transitioned. So campaign 2 starts, they're level 1, head empty, no thoughts, chaotic.
Meeting up in a tavern right at the beginning.
Is my favorite by a lot of the campaigns I've seen of theirs. Yeah. They're just nutballs.
Get ready for the sheer chaos of Laura Bailey during this.
That's a big part of it.
I
Laura
mean,
Bailey playing chaotic is just the perfect.
Especially anybody that's going to be familiar with her playing Vex in Legend of Vox Machina. Very precise, very orderly. Things happen. Is totally in the, like, she was going in one direction and then just turned around and went in the other one with Jester, and probably going to be everyone's favorite character.
I think it's really hard not to have Jester as at least among your top characters for that campaign. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. There should be some really cool guest stars, one would hope, including Kari Payton was maybe one of my favorites. And we've already seen in campaign 1 that they're using people who originally played those characters to do those voices. So that's pretty cool. Who am I missing?
Now, granted, we're not...
as far as guest stars, Kari Payton, Ashley Birch,
Ashley
Deborah
Birch.
Ann Wool.
Ashley Birch.
Ashley, I mean...
yeah. She had a real rough spot to fill.
Yeah. But, like, oh, it's so good. Yeah, Deborah Ann Wool. I feel like there's one other big one that I'm forgetting. Smalley. But she's wonderful. And she's also in Legend of Vox Machina.
Well, one thing I'm curious, like, how are they going to do this? Are we going to end out Vox Machina in 3 seasons? No? Good.
Now, granted, don't know. They've skipped a lot.
Yeah. Amazon officially has locked in a multi-year exclusive TV deal with them and a first look film deal. So hopefully they go ahead and take that. The show is super popular. I don't see why they wouldn't. Like, let's get more eyeballs on this.
My thinking is that we will see Legend of Vox Machina and Mighty Nine running simultaneously.
Yes, please. Thank you.
They don't end with season 3. I'm vaguely aware of the first campaign's timeline. Obviously, Kat knows more about it than me. But, like, they could end with 3 seasons, but they don't have to. Mighty Nine, I think, has to be longer than that because they start from level 1 and there's so many important parts. I will say the teaser gave me a lot of hope because it includes one of my favorite moments from campaign 2 from those early days, which is Sam Riegel's voice line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my boy. That one. Oh, God. I did watch a couple of the campaign for their second campaign, and I stopped because I was like, I need to watch the first campaign. And I'm up to 37 on that one now. So I'm excited for it. Cora and I were talking in the car, and I'm professionally jealous, but also very happy that they have this level of success that they have reached. It shows you what just keeping plugging at it and putting out a quality product will do. And
it also gives me hope for other D&D projects that they found this level of success. You could very easily make a mini series out of a lot of Dimension 20 stuff. And this is a little, pie in the sky, but I would love to see an Adventure Zone animated. Like,
I don't think that's that unrealistic. They already have like comic books.
Yeah, they're
stuff, and they're beautifully illustrated.
Yeah, Carrie Peaches.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd love to see Adventure Zone. I'd love to see Dimension 20. They've got.
I'd love to see Dimension 20 does Adventure Zone. That would be a tiny heist.
Tiny Heist is wonderful. Brendan Lee Mulligan, who does Dimension 20, also ran Exandria Unlimited Calamity, and like
he ported a lot of people over to watch his show by doing that too.
He's an amazing man.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for any properties cheap, I'm pretty sure Cora could sell our first campaign.
I would love to do that and rework it so that it works better. Please hire me.
I'll do voice acting for pretty cheap because I hear the work comes cheap anyway.
I will try to actually nail down a German accent.
I was just thinking I got into Irish, but I started in Romanian and it did not work.
Well, if Critical Role can rewrite their entire campaign, so can we.
Exactly. And actually, I was gonna tell this to Jason, but he got so deep into making Cassidy, I didn't want to stop him. Remember the campaign I ran for Extra Life?
Mm-hmm.
that was supposed to be the first part of that campaign.
Oh,
And
jeez.
so the second part was you were supposed to use the same character, but you got so deep in casting, like, I can't do that to him.
I was supposed to go back to using
Like it was since it was gonna be like a tie-in so that we could have an actual game that I wasn't crying making.
Oh.
No, like it turned out better
Okay.
that it wasn't. I need that to be made very clear.
Okay, cool.
It was just something funny.
All right.
That the life of a DM. Am I right? Like,
Yeah. Also,
it turned out better than what I had planned. It was more work and it was hard, but it went better.
yeah.
And no release date for Mighty Nine. Of course, we don't have anything
Yeah,
net.
just
We
announced.
literally got a moving logo. That's about it. So probably after they do all the stuff for Vox Machina Season 3, which is in production right now, though. So anyway, that's it from me. It was yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Cass.
Okay.
Seamless transition.
I know, I'm trying my best here.
I would like to describe a product to you,
Oh no.
and then I will show you what it looks like. Because it's absolutely one of my favorite things that I've seen in a long time. Okay, so there's a company making something called a Mutalk. It's a soundproof Bluetooth microphone that makes it difficult for others to hear your voice, and at the same time makes it difficult for ambient noise to enter the microphone. So it's very specially made so that you can talk without the people hearing you. And
Oh.
it looks like you have a robot strapped to your face. I'm gonna see if it'll catch up real quick. It's absolutely iconic, and I can't wait to get 7 of them.
That's the most technological ball gag I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's absolutely terrifying, and I'm so happy. But there's one more picture that I have to show you. because
Why does it
this-
look like this?
Because this was made for specifically for VR. So really, you would wear it with a VR headset,
Oh no.
making it look like this.
Okay, somebody call HR Geiger because I'm getting techno horror off of this.
Okay. So she put those pictures in our group chat, for the show. No context. We never include context. We might have to start now because I saw these and I legit thought it was a sex thing. I legitimately thought it
You
was.
know what it reminds me of?
I was gonna go there, but okay.
You know, in Arrested Development, where Michael Cera goes to do the experiments with the kissing, and they bring in this
Yes,
fake,
the fake
terrifying
mouth.
mouth. That's what it reminds me of. It just looks so invasive.
For some
and
reason-
upsetting.
I got the image of like the nurses in Silent Hill, where their mouths and eyes are covered. And if I saw someone coming at me with this rig on, yeah, I'm going to assume they're here. They are a Cenobite and they are here to kill me.
Very specifically, they recommend you use it in the office
No.
and in public places where you use your VR headset.
Okay, so for one,
I know.
I don't know anyone that goes to a public place and uses a VR headset unless they mean like the living room. 2, if I had these things, I would not wear this in the living room. I
Oh,
don't need.
Also, I'm gonna say you're
Yeah.
the only person that is going to use this. Like, if you, nobody else's mouth is getting close to anything that I have to put on my face.
I saw this, and I googled it like 3 or 4 times to make sure that this was a real product. And apparently it
Do we
is.
have a price tag on this?
No, it's coming to the U.S., but now I couldn't find one.
Please don't say coming. I'm just kidding.
No, I could not. I couldn't find. Not that there necessarily is a word I could not find.
Whatever the price is, I ain't paying it. It is. I'm not paying this much to look this stupid. I can do that on my own. Thank
the
you.
guy from the picture going home and being like, "Well, Mom, you said I wasn't hot enough to get a modeling job, but here I am." You can see none of his features.
Here's my headshot. We don't care.
And we just
Put
have
this on your face.
And the moment I'm picturing is Zoolander when he goes back home and his commercials on the TV and everyone is just horrified.
Yeah.
This thing is making me lightheaded looking at it. Jesus, man. I can't. I am going to see that image in my nightmares.
I love it so much.
Something coming toward. Oh, God, I just horrified myself. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Why?
Save us from this horrible nightmare.
Okay, so I have a bunch of kind of like nonsense stories, but I found out just
That's
before
what
the
the
show
shows are.
started that a show I liked from like a decade ago is getting a new season. I feel like horror right now. This thing that's been off air for Party Down was a not crazy popular show with Jane Lynch and Adam Scott and Jennifer Garner and a bunch of other people about just like a 30-year-old kind of down on his luck caterer guy. Adam Scott used to be an actor. I think it was pretty famous at one point, but now it's just like nobody, I think, was the storyline. It's just a stupid show about a caterer doing terribly at catering. One of those workplace things. Anyway, apparently they're making it more episodes now. It ran for 2 seasons.
Paul Rudd was on this thing?
A lot of
Amazing.
people came and went. I remember Kristen Bell guest starred. There were a lot.
She was
lot of guest
dating
stars.
what's his face at that.
Adam
No.
Scott was on. Okay.
Adam Scott is the main character.
I have never heard of this show.
Lizzie Kaplan
Oh yeah.
was his kind of love interest. But yeah,
Megan
it was just
Mullally? Jennifer
yeah.
Coolidge? Really? J.K. Simmons was in this thing?
Yeah.
Joey Lauren Adams. Love me some
Jason's
Joey.
gonna go back and watch every episode.
I'm
now.
about to go watch it just for Joey Lauren Adams, okay? Bring it on.
Kristen Bell is hilarious as like the rival catering company that had their stuff together versus this catering company that just couldn't do anything right.
So it only ran for 1 season?
2, I thought.
I thought it was, I don't know. It was not
Okay, maybe 2.
a ton of episodes.
Yeah, 2 seasons. Sorry, 20 episodes. Oh wow, you could watch this over lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be fun.
And
And
then-
coming back.
This was a weird one to bring back. I don't understand.
It really is.
I'm not upset about it though. Like I didn't watch this show, but I'm happy that it's here because it looks fun.
I've met almost nobody, just kind of by coincidence out in the world, who's watched this show. So I don't know how it's getting a revival, but here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out, I think, in the next month.
They're getting back Adam Scott, Jane Lynch, Martin Starr, Ken Marino, Megan Mullally. Lizzie Kaplan cannot return.
Aw.
Oh. 20 episodes. All right, I might have to check this out and put it on my list.
I think it's on
Also,
Hulu.
also as a note, Octane Hunter Force.
Yeah.
Yes, finally.
After 8 years.
After canceling this show for no reason whatsoever.
It's a great show.
I'm surprised you haven't seen the YouTube shorts. You need to go watch one or two. They're like 5 minutes long.
I've been engaged with that show in a very long time.
And Plantasm is actually coming to HBO Max and Cartoon Network next month. Already bootlegged it. And they're okay. Look, I'll admit I bootlegged it, but there are inside jokes to that in that movie where they make fun of how much it actually costs. The Moon Knights are like, "We have ruined your $4," and the other one's like, "No, dude, it's like 15. 15 for this."
I love the Moon Knights too.
So, and pay the guy that plays Frylock's voice because he needs more money.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a weird one that you brought, Kat. I'm just like this season 3.
Yeah,
like,
I
look at
found
this
out
gap.
about it, like,
13 years.
5 minutes.
Last episode, June 25th, 2010. February 24th, 2023.
Yeah.
Wow.
13 years. Wow.
A 6-episode run. Okay, cool. What's it going to be on, by the way?
No idea.
I don't see what it's going to. I think Stars. Yeah, stars.
So bootleg.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't think I have with stars. Anyway. Wait. No. Core.
Yep. I'm about to bring it back down.
Oh, Jesus.
Yay!
All right.
yeah.
Show of hands. Show of hands.
Here they are.
Thank you. How many people here watched or heard about Squid Game and thought it was a good idea to make it into a reality show?
Oh. Didn't
Like-
watch it.
Like a real reality show?
Like
off
a
of Squid-
real let's play Squid Game.
Oh, absolutely not.
What about the dying one.
That's about
Yeah,
a
the
s-
one where, if you do red light, green light wrong, you get shot.
You
it-
die real
The
bad.
whole
You die
premise
real
is
bad.
Kids games, but now you can die if you play
Yeah.
them wrong.
Yeah.
It's about as smart as that new slapping show.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, go on.
So they're filming for that, by the way. It's a real thing happening through Netflix. Netflix saw $, and so we're getting that now. They're battling for 3.7 million euros, which translates to $4,029,670 US.
Who do I have to kill?
I don't think you want to do this. So it's gonna have 456 players from all over the world. They're already there. They've already reached problems. So they've already started their filming, and they started with the red light green light game, because that's where you eliminate, like, they've already eliminated over half their contestants with that game alone, which, yeah, that makes sense. But not all of them, because they failed the game. Some of them had to tap out because it's too cold. So Europe is going through a cold snap right now that's not normal.
It do be winter, too.
It do be winter. They're doing the game in an air hangar, and it's below freezing. Several people have, this is, I will at least admit this is alleged. We don't have full information on this yet. This just happened this week. But some people that were eliminated stated that several people had to call for medics, and they had to be rushed off of the set. There were 30-minute breaks in between filming, so we don't even know how long they had to be standing there. It doesn't sound good from the players that have come out of this. Netflix says that the health of their contestants is at their highest priority, and all these stories about injured people are untrue. And I'm sitting here going, you can't look me in the eye running an IRL Squid Game and tell me that your players are okay and not hurt. Anytime that contestants are saying they're hurt and the corporation says they're not, I always believe the people, even if that information came from a tabloid, over the corporation until I have proof otherwise, because we don't even know who the person is that said this. What do they gain from this if they're not even telling us their name?
I lost and got messed up.
Yeah. I don't really have a number. No source gave me a number. Some of the sources that are citing on Netflix are saying it's only been 1 or 2 people. The sources siding with The Sun, which is a tabloid in England, are saying that it's more than that. So we don't know how many. But I mean, that does sound correct if you're standing in the freezing cold, possibly in those jumpsuits. Yeah, I'd be calling for a medic too, because it's below freezing.
Yeah, I've received cold weather training in the military. It's exposure that's going to murder you.
Yeah.
And if it's filming, they're out there for a long time filming.
Exactly. And
this makes sense.
one of the sources I saw for this was trying to justify why they didn't move filming because of whatever. And it's I'm sitting here going, I don't care what your reasoning is. Maybe you should put a heater of some kind in this air carrier or something. Let them wear jackets. Let them wear actual clothes and not play red light, green light while they're also trying to not get hypothermia. That's just
This
me.
is don't make Squid Games. Just don't
No.
make it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to make it, then you have to go out of your way to make sure every single person is so well taken care of, because the worst thing that could happen to you is if people find out that people got hurt making IRL Squid Game.
Yeah, because if there's one thing that, even if you didn't watch the show, that people die in Squid Game. So maybe
Spoilers.
it's
Kind of a lot.
I don't feel like that's too much of a
It's
spoiler
not.
the commercial had people dying in it.
It's not a spoiler you wouldn't get from like the first 20 seconds of the trailer.
Yeah. If you don't want your game show to be compared to the show Squid Game in a derogatory way, make sure your contestants don't get hurt due to your negligence. It is very possible that in a game show where you have to be physical, someone's going to get hurt. That's always a possibility. It happened on Double Dare back in the 90s. Like, it happens. But getting hypothermia is on you at that point,
It's
Netflix.
preventable.
It's
Mhm.
preventable.
Entirely preventable.
Yeah, I don't understand why Squid Game.
Yeah.
No.
They again,
Like, the show was horrible enough. Seriously? You're gonna make me...
they saw dollar signs. And over almost 500
Although there's
people.
a lot of money.
Yeah, like, would I have auditioned to go on the IRL Squid Game because there were $4 million on the line? I'd be a fool not to, really. I would do it knowing full well what I've done. But the minute they're like, we're gonna play red light, green light in the freezing cold, and all you get is this tracksuit, I'm just gonna be like, done, I'm out, I'm done. Just leave.
On the bright side, hypothermia should slow you down quite a bit. It'd be harder to lose. I am the Dorothy of this show.
Yeah, you are. No, that's not even. No, that's not Dorothy. That's the mom.
Can we burn through these last three because we are
Yes.
time?
Yes.
I've got a pretty cool video that I loaded into the machine before we started. But how many of you have seen Terminator 2 with the liquid metal Terminator that can like go through things and transform and make his arms into weapons and everything? It is now a reality. A Chinese lab has made a new robot that is controlled through gallium and neodymium magnets to reform, melt its shape down and reform. They had to pick a metal that had mercury was too high of a temperature. Also, it's mercury. Will kill you. Gallium was the obvious choice, but they have this little Lego man of gallium that is able to get through the bars and reform itself. Now, of course, the comical part of Jason goes, holy crap, why are you making a Terminator out of liquid metal? Are you fools? Did you see what Boston Dynamic is doing up there? You're trying to kill us all. There, that's the funny part of Jason. Now, the actual sensible part of Jason, this is actually revolutionary. With a metal with a higher melt point, we can use this as internal surgery for people, clearing up arteries, repairing damage. This is revolutionary, and I'm just trying to imagine the aspects of microsurgery and anything that's very invasive instantly being done away with this type of technology. It's amazing. I'm floored by this, honestly. It's also cool. They made a little Lego man. Normally Lego would be coming after y'all, but they're like, y'all did something good. We'll let you slide.
That probably doesn't say Lego on it.
It's a Lego man. It's clearly a Lego man when you look at it.
But...
The team is led by Dr. Cheng Feng Pan of the Chinese University of Hong Kong. He is quoted by saying, giving robots the ability to switch between liquid and solid states endows them with more functionality, and that is an understatement. This has so many medical applications, just science applications. I am fascinated by it.
It does play out a little like a horror video, but like it is dope.
So yeah, look for that. I'm sorry. The little robots can jump 21 millimeters and climb walls when solid, but subdivide to get around objects before rejoining when liquid. This is so freaking cool.
It's very cool, but I can't stop myself from thinking this is exactly how a horror movie starts.
But also, there was a character in Wildcats comics named Warblade, is an Image comic back in the day, and he had liquid metal that he could form into different weapons on his hands, which instantly, of course, that's what my mind went to. Jason would be able to like make big claws and knives with his hands.
And there's the difference in our personages.
Yes,
I
choose violence.
Big Hero 6.
Yeah. We all. Where did your brain go, Cass?
That's a
So
good
it-
question.
So in the first X-Men, the movie, there's the
He was
senator.
he was
He
goo.
turns into water, but he goes through bars, and so that's what I thought.
I love that all three of us had,
We
or
were-
all four of us had different.
We were like, I know what's happening here.
And if everyone's worried, just keep some liquid nitrogen around. You'll be fine. Anyway,
Never heard anyone say that before.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Cass, continue to burn it down. Unless you don't feel.
Watch out, Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah,
That's all I have to
absolutely.
say.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, you got one more.
Not really. M&M's have a new mascot. They're retiring their characters.
Okay.
For now, and I just could not care less, really.
I don't think what everyone thinks is happening. I think Eminem is setting up for a huge troll,
That would be dope.
and I'm so here for it. There's no way. No one gives in to Tucker. Fuck Tucker Carlson. You heard me. Dork.
He's like, I'm not turned, and the real problem is I'm no longer turned on by these M&Ms.
And the funny part is,
Find her sexy.
the funny part is, there's a lot of people that are seeing this as
He's
a
like,
victory.
everyone, right?
This is no. You are being tricked. You are being hosed. But I'm gonna watch it happen to you.
I want it to be an Eminem that is just the trans pride flag.
You don't announce Maya Rudolph is taking the. As soon as they announce Maya
That
Rudolph,
is
this is a joke.
suspicious.
This is a joke, and all the y'all that think you've won, all of a sudden you've lost. They're not getting rid of the candy mascots. It's not happening. It's
They
going to be
never
a Super
said
Bowl.
getting rid of.
It's a Super Bowl commercial. Watch. They're trolling y'all, and
I can't wait.
I hope that you're right. If that's the case, that would be
This-
pretty funny.
I think Maya Rudolph is a very serious person. She only does serious.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
we've
tried
all
to get
seen
through it.
we've all seen her transcendent role as a very serious hormone monster.
I'm here for it. So
And
We've
Big
all
Mouth.
seen her take improv very seriously in Murderville.
Oh,
Like, she's
so
a very
good.
serious person.
Yeah.
so let's wait and see. I am of the camp. This is a huge troll, and you've got my Mars Incorporated. You have my attention. I am waiting at the edge of my seat
I
for.
really hope they get a Tucker Carlson impersonator to be an Eminem that's like a cranky ass bitch. Like, I would love
With a
that.
little bow tie.
Yeah.
Dork. Anyway,
And just like the befuddled look of a 18th century farmer
People mad
learning
at-
about Bitcoin. Like,
people mad about candy. Come on, man. It's a cartoon candy.
Stupid.
Anyway, okay. So we have reached the end of our show. We have some other prep coming up. We are hopefully going to be at HallCon this year. Hopefully providing some content. Definitely a live D&D game. Maybe how you can get into the stuff that we do here. How to podcast, maybe. I'm wanting to do a toy.
We want to teach that.
Yeah, sure. Other
we-
people. Other
You-
people.
you will be in
not to
charge.
podcast.
We
You're
need
gonna
up-
be in charge, Cass, of everything camera related. All of it.
Are you
Fantastic.
cr-
I'm so good at that.
Anyway.
I definitely didn't accidentally zoom in on you and Kat at some point.
It should be fun. HallCon's always one of our favorite shows, so yeah, that's going to be happening. I'm actually going to be coming back from camping like the day of the first day of HallCon.
You're gonna shower first, though, right?
No, I'm gonna smell like the woods, like a
Very manly.
yeah, like oak and pine and musk.
Something awkward how to podcast.
And-
when
No,
you're
no,
sitting
I'm-
6 feet away
I-
from us.
No,
Yeah.
I will be needing to. I clean out there anyway. So yeah, that's it. Go check out our latest D&D campaign. You can watch it on the YouTube channel or on scnslive.com or
Getting intense.
Super Cool Nerds.
Get real
Yes, it was
intense.
and we're not going to be at it in 2 weeks. Anyway,
I may or may not have made a backup character because I'm scared of death.
it's like
That
looking
makes me
look-
so happy.
looking into new characters I can play after the inevitable death.
I'm glad you guys realize the next episode will be a banger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll see what happens.
But it won't
Get
be for
ready to meet Octavia's twin.
it won't be. It won't be for 3 weeks. Our DM is leaving us for a little bit.
But
Hopefully,
there
hopefully
will
she
still
comes
be a
back.
D&D game.
Well, might be Pathfinder.
Or maybe Pathfinder.
We want to try and venture off into doing other kinds of games as well whenever we can't have our normal game. Something fun. We haven't decided. if we're doing Pathfinder or D&D, but I like the idea of Pathfinder
We probably have to
because
decide pretty quick.
Pathfinder's really
approaching
fun.
time.
I really like it.
So, of course, check out that adventure on, and of course, check out the website, supercoolnerdshow.com, for other stories written and happenings. Of course, if you want to follow us at SCNS Live on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me at Jason the X on Instagram and Twitter.
Find me at Better Cat on Instagram and Twitter, probably, technically.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Corodono Art for all things art and Suikoden and related. I'm still waiting, Konami.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at The Good Cats, currently complaining about the Oscars.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the Oscars.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
So yeah, that's where you can find all of us.
Well, that's it for us, guys. We will see you next week. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.